Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. Slade is dead. However, Eric has just rolled some new stats, which we can take a look at here. Oh, no, I guess you can't see them all. You're missing the 10. But above that 15 is a 10. That's right. 10, 15, 4, 18, 7, 16. So Eric is going to figure out what he wants to be when he grows up, and we'll touch base with him throughout the show as he plans his character. Meanwhile, the rest of you are standing around Slade's body as this Venus flytrap just kind of reopens and rests in the shade of the jungle of the forest.
I'm not sure I even noticed like his body at this point because my perception is so poor. I probably like start pummeling this flower.
You think he's
Like
still inside the flower?
no. Like well, I'll start like pummeling the flower, like uppercutting it.
Give me a roll to hit.
Oh, is no initiative?
No, they can't do anything to you right now. It's basically just chilling. You punch it.
Do I?
Give me a damage. You do D4 plus 5 damage. Is that what you do? How do you do? Oh, because of your 18 strength. Yeah, you do ridiculous damage with your cestices.
Yeah, plus 3. No,
Cestices.
cestices. Yeah.
Yeah, D4 plus 5 damage.
5, isn't it 3?
No, 3 for strength and 2 for weapon specialization.
Oh,
aren't
right.
you?
So 7. Yeah. 7.
7. All right, so you punch. It has.
Can I take an offhand punch as well?
Yes, you can. Yeah, so your offhand punch would be at -2, so it would just be a d20. So you hit it for 7, and then you punch it again. Roll another set of damage for another 7. It is not dead, but it is badly injured. You've like ripped a hole through one side of the fly trap, and there's this bubbling, weird, gooey fluid that's got this shiny surface to it, like an iridescent surface that oozes out the side. And then you punch the other side. Now the Venus flytrap head is badly damaged, but it looks like given time, it would recover.
You damn vegetable! Cucumbers are better!
Okay. At this point, you can just keep pummeling it to death. We don't need to make attack rolls. It can't defend itself, and you eventually tear it to shreds.
Okay.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
Wow, pretty shocked
I'm poking Slade with a
at
stick
Slade's death here.
if he's still alive.
We'll do a lot of like, don't give up. You've never given up on anything in your life. Don't start now. Blah blah blah. And then finally accept that he's dead. I guess.
Little buddy. Sad.
Man.
I'm dropping left and right.
I like after the carnage, like pummeling this, I like turn around and see them like bow down over his body. My eye goes wide. I like go over there. I drop to my knees and like start like I look at Slade's body and I start like I'm kind of like tearing up. I start like cradling Slade's body, like as a baby, and like, no.
Too soon.
What were you guys doing in the bush?
Little Slade.
Oh, that's a funny story.
I'm sort of used to stories where Slade goes into a strange bush and gets into trouble, but
well, we
I
decided.
wasn't expecting this.
So we were following Crewbarb. He was following the scent, and we were following him, which led us into this forest. And all of a sudden, these vines attacked us from this bush. And there's like, oh yeah, if we look back there, there's like a wagon wheel in that bush. So I don't know what's happening, but then we were fighting the vines, and then he got dragged in, and then that's where he found me in the bush, like looking for him. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yep.
Huh. So, well,
Don't know what to do now. Just kind of sad. Really
well,
sad.
first, I gesture over at the Venus flytrap here. We're going to need a whole lot of oil and a whole lot of vinegar and get some payback.
Go through Slade's backpack. He has grenades.
Yeah, I think Slade would want to go in a blaze of glory.
Fuck
Would
yeah.
have wanted it
Well,
that
no,
way.
I was going to make like the world's biggest salad out of this fucker, and we were going to eat it.
Eat this fly trap? I've never eaten.
Use the acid.
It
as
tried
like,
to eat Slade. I think it's only right that
Do we eat him? All right.
we're going to show this damn Venus flytrap where plants are on the food chain.
You eat the Venus flytrap?
We're going to bring it back in hopefully the wagon, which is hopefully attached to the wheel, and make a giant salad.
Venus tried it.
That'll be
Sounds
our
good to me.
commemorative meal.
Uh,
We're going to eat the thing that tried to eat Slade.
I close Slade's eyes, and I carry him like a babe, you know. And I go and retrieve my cucumber.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, you find your cucumber on the ground nearby.
I put it in my pants.
So can I uproot this Venus flytrap?
With the help of your friends, you manage to uproot the Venus flytrap, and you guys can carry it back. You do find the
back.
wagon, indeed, stuck in this blackberry bush. Part of it is it's stuck out on the other side. There's no sign of the pony who was pulling it, though.
Ah!
Ned's probably got it eaten.
Yeah, so
How are we gonna get this
let's
wagon
look
out
for
here?
clues on the wagon. What do we see? Any clues? Any matchbook covers or whatever? Can we try to figure out what happened here? Do we see the
like-
tracks of the horse?
Iridescent paint or something?
Give me perception checks.
Oh,
I
wait.
mean,
I just realized I only rolled 6 stats, and I need 7.
give me a 7 stat then.
11. All right, cool.
Cool. Also, if you need to know what the numbers correspond to,
I got the manual. I'll fill it in.
oh, I was going to give you this, which might be a little bit faster, but you can use the manual too. If you just put them in there, it will auto pump out all the numbers for you. So you don't have
Cool.
to churn pages. But also make sure you pick your level and your class, and then it'll give you your saving throws and your encumbrance as well.
Right.
It's super handy dandy. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at those perception checks. Why don't we? 11, 21, and 16. It's the 11, no. 21, 16, and we didn't get a perception check from Alejandro.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's probably not going to be great.
But you could always roll a 20. No. Okay.
Joaquin.
Yaquin.
I already know I've made the right choice.
What is Yaquin's not Spanish? What is Yaquin? Is it Spanish? Is it anyone?
Joaquin
Yeah,
is not
Joaquin.
Spanish.
Joaquin.
Joaquin is not anything.
What about Joaquin? This is driving me crazy. It shouldn't be this hard to pronounce the name. I don't know what's going on.
You just need to stop looking at how it's spelled.
I think I do.
I think
yeah.
that's a problem.
It should just be Joaquin.
Think running, walking.
Joaquin. Walking. Like literally running, walking. Joaquin.
Christopher Joaquin.
Walking.
Okay. There we go. I'll remember. Um,
I bet you won't.
so walking. Walking. Here, what if we do walking? Walking. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Walking. You are looking
Like
around for.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, you're looking around for clues here and there, and you see a torn and tattered segment of robe attached to one of the tendrils of the plant.
Like, what's this? There's like a robe, like a piece of a robe here, a piece of cloth.
Yeah,
Is
so
there like anything on it?
it's a
Or
black cloth, and there seems to be a little section of red cloth as well. It looks like maybe this was torn off of an area that had two different parts of cloth that met. There's a large bit of black, and then just like the little tiniest hint of red down at one side. It does look like red cloth, not stained red cloth, or not stained cloth, black cloth that has been stained red.
okay.
And you also notice some heavy horse prints in the mud near the Venus flytrap.
Do you see any other prints, like maybe from a large man?
You do not.
You see the man formerly known as Prince.
You see like drag marks from a that might be from a large man.
You do not.
Hmm. So this portly man that took our wagon may still be alive, but I'm pretty sure our pony has been sacrificed to the Venus flytrap.
Ricky,
Your name is Ricky?
the pony's name.
Oh.
Oh,
Have you decided what class you're going to be yet, Eric?
Ranger,
Ooh. Okay.
yeah.
What's the 18 going to be in? Strength or dex?
Dex.
Is he from the north?
No.
What race are you going to be?
Elf.
So that's going to be a 19 dex.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That means you get a penalty of 1 to con, I think. So, but
Alright.
plus 1 to dex, minus 1 to con.
Elves.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my.
Pretty solid.
What are you going to put your 4 in?
Charisma, just like my first ranger.
Are you going to name him the same thing as well?
No, it's a girl this time.
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed.
The antisocial elf range.
Makes sense to me.
What do you guys do?
All right, so, well, first, can Crewbarb track the horse? Did the horse seem to have gotten away?
Kubar puts his nose to the ground. I think actually at this point, any of you guys can track the horse hooves. They're very deep. This is soft ground, and the horse hooves sink very heavily into the ground.
Does it go further into the brushes, or like does it go?
It looks like it goes tangential to the road, and from where you're standing, that's all you can see.
Is that parallel to the road? I don't know what tangential means. How is that?
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I meant parallel, but I said
Okay.
tangential. But I actually meant
Okay.
parallel. So it goes
Oh, okay.
alongside the road, but off the road.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's much simpler.
So looking at the robe, does it look like our priest of Martha? Any chance? I mean, did Ryan decide he wanted to roll a new character? This is how you dealt with it, or?
You see no priest of Martha anywhere.
Was he wearing black and red robes? Are those the robes of a priest of Martha?
Generally not.
Okay.
Martha does not really wear a lot of black or red.
Fire.
All right, and can we have no way to tell or no clues to tell us if the driver got dragged into the fly trap?
I wouldn't say there are no clues. I would say that the clues you already have.
Are there any wounds that we didn't inflict on this fly trap that we can see?
The fly trap has pretty much been torn to shreds by an angry Alejandro. So,
Can we have Crewbarb smell the piece of the robe and see if he can track it?
sure. Crewbarb sniffs at it.
Aren't you gonna piss on it first?
No, don't do that. That was
He sniffs at it and goes,
defeat the purpose.
smells like horse.
Can you find that horse?
He sniffs the ground and then walks up to the cart and goes, the horse was here.
Can you smell it anywhere else?
Well done.
Strongest here. Horse is here.
Can you go over near the fly trap? Can you smell the horse?
No horse.
No horse.
No horse.
Okay, we can just. I guess we can follow the hoof prints of the horse, the parallel to the road.
That are parallel to the road, yes.
And there's no human prints along, or maybe someone was riding the horse.
There
Yeah.
are no human prints alongside.
How do we deal with Slade, like his body? Are we just gonna like?
Well, we'll carry it. Well, why don't we set it in the wagon for
Yeah, and carry it to the wagon.
Are we taking the wagon with us?
We need to get our horse first, so we can pull the wagon.
Yeah,
Yes.
Or we could hook it up to Alejandro.
it's pretty strong.
Yeah, he might be as strong as a
I
horse.
could
We can-
ride the
we-
cart, couldn't
We can come back for the wagon, but we need to.
I'm just
practice
I'm just
guy first.
concerned that the wild animals will eat his body.
As long as we just leave it in the wagon, we can close all the doors.
Oh, it's okay. It's all.
Yeah, because remember, like all the sides and everything pop down and turn into a stage. So like,
Oh,
it's good.
okay.
Should keep it good.
Alejandro would be okay with that. Okay, sounds like a good idea.
And stick them in the ice chest.
Nihil, what's a 9 mean when you roll for hands?
Left-handed.
Left-handed. Awesome.
All right. So grab his body and load him up into the wagon.
And then let's pursue the horse.
Let's follow these hoof prints.
Okay, you put him in the wagon, follow the horse prints.
Let's
And-
hoof it.
And you follow these tracks very easily for maybe 10 minutes down the road until you come to a very large, portly man who looks exactly like Friar Morton Bixby, except instead of having like the bald spot on top and the ring around the side, he has a little top knot of hair. And instead of wearing the brown robes that Friar Bixby wears, this is black robes with red trim all the way around. And he looks up to you guys, "Oh, my friends! I'm so glad you found me."
Who are you?
It's me, Bixby.
Are you sure?
Well, wouldn't you recognize me if you saw me?
I think I would recognize Morton Bigsby. Hmm? So what are you doing here, Morton?
I got attacked by a giant bush, and I had to leave the cart and hop on the horse and ride away, and the horse got tired, and I think I might have hurt it carrying my weight, and I'm sorry.
So notice the wagon back there. Why'd you take the wagon? Why don't you let us know?
Well, I mean, everyone takes the wagon sometimes without consulting with the rest of the party. It's kind of like a communal wagon, right?
Sort of, but we generally travel in a group, don't we? There's more safety in numbers.
So Morton, I was just trying to remember. I heard a story the other day about the Prince of Thieves, but I can't remember his name. Do you remember by any chance? Who's the Prince of Thieves?
Well, of course. There's no one else other than Larumba. Larumba, right?
This is bad yoga, guys. This negative.
Okay, I'll like call everybody else in the huddle. Like, I think this has got to be his evil twin.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it. He's like opposite in everything.
Yeah.
And he has ugly haircut.
Yes, it's the opposite of our friend Morton Bigsby's haircut. So, yeah, definitely leaning evil twin. He doesn't have the goatee though. That would be characteristic of an evil twin.
Well, but he's got the opposite hair. Maybe because he's a monk. It's like the hair is sort of the equivalent to the goatee.
You have a point there. So, what's the plan?
Actually, does Morton Bixby have a goatee? Maybe it's the evil twin that doesn't in this case?
Maybe.
He is beardless. Morton Bixby is typically beardless. It says so on his character sheet.
I
Hmm.
I go up from the group and I might not be smart enough, but let's see. Well, Morton, you must be very tired. Yes. Why don't you come back to town with us?
Oh, that sounds great. Sounds great. Just let me get to my feet. He has some trouble getting back up. He goes, where's everyone else?
Oh, they're back by the wagon. We should take it back to town since it's a little worse for wear. We need to do some repairs to it.
Okay. He plods with you back to the wagon. You find the horse is nearby. The horse is unconscious.
It collapsed under his weight.
You think it's taking a nap. You think the horse might be just exhausted. Do any of you guys have an animal handling check?
I might.
Proficiency, animal handling proficiencies?
Let me see. I've got a lot of proficiencies.
You have a lot of proficiencies.
What is it based off?
I have riding.
Intelligence.
Oh,
Can I use riding as sort of animal handling for a horse?
Yeah, sure, because if you've got horseback riding, you would know enough about horses to fix that. So you give me a riding proficiency check to see if you can examine the horse and see what sort of condition it's in.
Okay. What is the
12, so a d20 plus 12 for you.
Okay. Well, that number was going off the skills and powers
Oh,
rule, so I think that's different than the way you've been doing it.
okay. Let me double check what
So do you know what the stat is?
I think it keys off of willpower.
Oh, that would be really horrible for me.
Double check. Riding land-based is willpower plus 3. So what do you have?
My
6.
willpower is a 6.
So your check would be a 9.
All right. Yeah, it's so bad that I had to spend extra proficiency just to get it. Yeah.
Neil, roll an HP.
Okay, give me your roll.
9.
Nice.
Boom.
5d4 times 10 for money, and then you can also buy whatever gear you'd like.
Well, his character was 3rd level. Are you going to start him off at the same XP, or
First level.
I guess it was 3rd level because of being a thief. Okay.
Yeah.
100 gold.
100 gold. Go ahead and buy yourself whatever you can buy for 100 gold.
Word.
So you guys all head back to the wagon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You get back to the wagon, and Morton Bixby immediately goes to climb in the front and sees Slade in the back and goes, what happened to our friend?
He was attacked by a salad. It disagreed with him.
By a slod? You mean the giant psionic toadman?
No. See that giant Venus flytrap, which was right there, pretty much on top of the wagon where you left it here for some reason.
The trap that tried to kill me killed our friend?
Yes.
Oh well. He shrugs nonchalantly and positions himself in the wagon, looks expectantly like you guys are going to hook up the horse for him.
not to be I don't know, priests or cleric of Martha would values all life, right? Maybe.
Martha? He looks back and forth, and then his body starts to contort and twist, and then there's a strange, weird light as he swirls around, and he becomes a tall, featureless, gray-skinned being. He must be 6.5 feet tall now, completely emancipated, no clothing other than this tan loincloth over him.
He's completely emancipated.
No, emaciated.
Profane.
Emaciated. Look,
Just
it's 3 in the morning for me. Sometimes I forget things.
That means like he's emancipated. Like means
He's
that he
free.
doesn't- Yeah.
Yes.
It means has been really. He's completely emaciated.
He can vote and everything.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
He has no hair, large, completely white with no iris or pupil eyes, long, pointy ears, much longer than the ears of an elf, a spine that kind of sticks out of the back a little bit, large, knobby knees, and fingers that are too long for the hands.
You have to be
No,
the worst doppelganger
doppelganger.
I've ever seen.
And let's roll initiative.
Hmm.
Yes, but you have heard of me.
Going to punch.
That seems to be my default initiative here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, the doppelganger, I mean,
It's a
Friar
doppelganger.
Bigsby.
Pretty much reading the description of a doppelganger.
Yeah, well, you guys know your shit. Friar Bixby, the new Friar Bixby, gets up, leaps out of the cart, and runs across, just makes for free ground, free territory, just away from you guys, back towards the unknown town that you're from.
It's a very well-known town with a sign.
Such as especially.
You haven't seen the
Very
sign in
nice.
a while. Maybe there's a lot of entrances and exits to the town, and you only put up a sign on one side, and maybe that sign's been taken down by now. You haven't checked in on it in forever. Anyway, he takes off down the road.
Can I change mine to like trying to run and grapple him? Like try to see if I can bring him
Sure,
down? Like,
you'll go after Walken.
okay.
Joaquin, it's your turn.
How far is he away from me right now? Can I like catch up to him and try to hit him?
He has movement rate 9, and he spent the entire movement on running.
Oh.
So you can take a
Okay.
half move and still attack, or you could do a charge and attack him. But then
Ooh.
that's all you could do.
Shield charge. Or
All right.
Shield rush.
You shield rush at him. You're not encumbered at all, are you? Walken?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so you can shield rush and still reach him this round and make your attack. Give me a roll to hit. +2 for back attack, +2 for shield rush, or for charging. So +4.
6 total.
15. You bash him, whatever it is, in the back very hard. Give me a damage roll.
Three.
Okay. Who's next? Alejandro.
Oh, and then shield rush. You have to do a opposed strength check, and then let's see. Against his opponent, see if he knocks him down. Loser falls down. If both characters fail their strength rolls, they both fall down.
Okay, give me an opposed strength check. D20 plus your strength.
Boom.
You both pass. If
But
you pass by more,
yeah.
does that mean he gets knocked down? If you pass by more?
Loser of the opposed roll falls down. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you pass by
Yep.
more, you knock him to the ground, he stumbles and sprawls out before you on his belly. Alejandro.
As I see, I rush over and I try and I try to pin him down to the ground.
You can run and try and pin him. You can you can't charge pin. You're a wrestler,
What
right?
about tackle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do like a running leap onto him and like elbow
Sounds-
slam him or something.
If I can like do that and like so see if I can pin him down. Does that
Yeah,
work?
sure. Give me actually the same attack as he did. Yeah.
+6.
Plus 2 for charging. You don't actually. He's prone, which is hold on, I gotta double check my bonuses because I've been doing some of them wrong lately. Target is stunned or prone 4. So 4 and then 2 for charging is 6. Yeah. So d20 plus 6.
Anything for strength?
No, he doesn't have armor, so your strength doesn't go through.
So +6. Okay.
It should be easy to shred this
So
guy.
Probably not.
No. You gotta drop an elbow on him, and he rolls to the side, and your elbow hits dirt.
Damn.
Alejandro.
That's me.
Jill.
All right. My move is 15. So do I have to? Can I move an attack normally?
If you moved 9... No, if your move was 18, you could move and attack normally. You would
All right.
also have to charge at him.
So I'll charge then.
Yeah, which would then give you another which would give you +6 as well. But your penalty, your AC is off by 2, and yada yada yada. It doesn't really matter because he's on
Okay.
his belly, back now. He rolled over, yeah.
Okay, but I get a +2 to
6.
hit from charging, or
Yeah,
+6.
+2 to hit for charging, +4 because he's on the ground, like prone on
Okay.
the ground.
And do I get both attacks or just one
Both.
with the charge? Okay.
Yes. No, it is just one. Yeah, you don't get your offhand attack when you charge. Yeah, but
All right,
still,
so
that's
I'll-
a 25. That's a double crit. Give me 3 times damage dice, which should probably be the end of this person as we know it. Do you get thief backstab as well?
Yeah, if he's prone, he's helpless, right?
He is prone, and he is humanoid. So make that 4 times damage dice.
Damn, son.
So that should be 22. Would you like to describe how you end this creature's life?
Well, let's see, he's prone.
Yeah.
Well, that limits some of the special effects here. I will charge up, and I'll have the sword in one hand, and I'll be like waving it around, getting ready, get his eyes onto that one, and then just jam the other sword straight up through his head and out the top.
All right, it is so. You just all the way through, and the creature lays lifeless and motionless on the ground.
Well, actually, right before I stab him, I'll say, "Good news! I'm going to let you die of natural causes." And that's right before I stab him, because that's the name of my swords.
Yes. The
So I
creature
can truthfully say he died of natural causes.
he lies there motionless for a moment, and then his body begins to twist and contort and shift again, and there's a swirl of colors. And before you lies the Friar Morton Bixby with the top knot again.
That's his normal form.
I'm confused.
How far away are we from town?
Yeah.
A few minutes hard run, or more minutes
Okay.
walk. You're fairly close.
So Friar Borton Mixby has the power to turn into a doppelganger. And this is his normal form. That's weird.
I'd just be at they turn into the person they last imitated or something when they die, just to be very,
Well, I thought he would go back to his normal form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stab him
I
again. Just make
thought
sure
so,
you're
I
dead.
thought so too.
Hey, doppelganger, you did it wrong.
Can't do
just weird.
anything right.
Yeah, he was kind of a shitty doppelganger.
Maybe he was like a reverse doppelganger or something.
Interesting.
All right, so let's say we bring Borton Mixby down back to town here in the wagon.
You think it's a good idea?
What else are we gonna do with him? Just leave him here? Leave him in the
I
forest?
don't know. I think Father Morton would probably want to see this.
Probably, but where are we gonna keep him until he can
He's
see him?
like he's gonna smell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do have the ice box though in the wagon. I don't think it's that
Yes,
big though.
let's store.
Yeah, it's one thing to
ice
put a.
box.
Well, it's one
Yes.
thing to put a halfling in the ice.
Not inconspicuous.
I
Not like
yeah, I think it's a
suspicious at all.
little too large for our doppelganger here.
Well, what do you want to do with Father Morton?
Drag him back into bush. Make animals eat him. Maybe. Well, I don't think we can.
I think
Never
you're really
mind.
suspicious dragging two bodies.
I'm thinking. Okay, I'm going to go through his pockets and search him and see if there's any clues as to the strange friar here.
You go through his pockets and you find they are empty. Surprisingly empty.
I bet he ate it. He ate it all.
What I'm afraid of, don't doppelgangers usually kill off the people they're copying?
Well, I don't really know much about doppelgangers. Only what I've heard in stories.
I'm sort of afraid for Father Morton or Friar Morton.
When the last time we saw him? Like a few weeks ago?
I don't know. I mean, heck, if there's just like 3 of us are gone now, that's bad. Or maybe they keep them alive so that they can like read their minds. Which, although this is kind of a shitty doppelganger, so maybe he didn't do it right.
Maybe.
Maybe you should go back to doppelganger school.
So what do you guys do?
Ah,
Well,
We're right on the hour, so why don't we take our break, come back here and do our last hour as we introduce Slade's new character, Eric's new character?
I'm still working on it. I'm almost done, I
All right.
think.
Well, we'll take a break and we'll do our last hour in a bit. See you guys on the other side.
already.